Wade is subbed in for Robertson. Got him with the pump fake. Savvy move right there. That's now 8 points for the Bulldozer. Outside Thomas. Miller outside. Now the feed to Duncan. Chamberlain trying to get open. That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Duncan. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. They double him with Jordan. It's Wilkins with the drive. Out to Wade. It's up a 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. That's 7 points for Dwayne Wade.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the defense still needs to keep an eye on him.
Thomas dishes to Miller. Lets it go. And Orlando again with the bucket.
I'll tell you what, the first half may have been a little slow, but both clubs really picking up the intensity here in the second.
I'll say that's for sure. I mean, things have really ramped up here.
San Antonio calls timeout. A different look now for San Antonio. Russell, he's checked in for Abdul-Jabbar. Pippen comes in for Dominique Wilkins. And it's Rose in for Irving. And a switcher also for Orlando. Johnson's checked in. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kevin, Spurs coach Greg Popovich is so highly respected by his peers. Thunder coach Scott Brooks said there are 3 things you can count on: death, taxes, and Pop winning 50 games. Dallas coach Rick Carlisle called him, quote, the best coach in any sport ever and the smartest man in the history of the world. Kevin, he wasn't joking.
High praise indeed. Thank you, Doris. And it's Miller in the corner. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Chamberlain. Jordan kicks to Duncan. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. 14 points for Duncan.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
And Shaq with the slam.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make it a close game. A potential momentum builder.
Curry's checked in for San Antonio. And that one's good. 16 points for Tim Duncan.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
And here's Jordan outside. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
What a quarter for him at the offensive end. He's ignored the scoreboard and continued to go out there and do his thing.
Curry against Johnson. Curry kicks to Pippen. Back to Curry. Shot clock at 6. And it's Shaquille O'Neal with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for Chamberlain. Wash comes in for Tim Duncan. Baylor, he's checked in for Miller. And it's Bryant in for Jordan.
Oh, man, he goes old school on us with the finger roll.
Another miss by Curry.
I like the defense, guys, really getting a hand up and challenging shots.
Yeah, Steve, lurking on that shot, and that was a tough one.
Garnett, the pass to Baylor. Bosch, that's for 2. Hardaway with it. We've got Shaquille O'Neal. Curry is out there with Carter. Then there's Pippen. And it's Davis in the four-man position. That's the San Antonio 5. Garnett. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And the defense did a pretty good job of closing off the middle once he got inside the lane. That's his second three-pointer of the half and his third overall.
Hardaway dishes to Johnson. Bosch drives in. Out to Hardaway. Just 5 to shoot. Poke loose. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
It's Curry outside. They get the rebound. O'Neal kicks to Curry. Spurs passing it around. He kicks it to O'Neal. Tries again. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists in the game.
You know, it's really going to be all about hard work from this point on. And they worked hard to create that high-quality shot right there.
Yeah, and that's their goal down the stretch. Continue to find those close-range shots. That's a big basket there. You can expect them to be very involved and aggressive the rest of the way.
In low to Davis. Back to Curry. Pippen kicks to Curry. It's stolen by Johnson. Fast break. Here come the Magic. And the dunk by Baylor.
Well, you talk about clutch plays, defensively and offensively. We saw both right there.
Well, neither team can afford mistakes. You have to manage the clock and play smart here in the waning moments.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Last year, the Magic clearly were in for a long season, no doubt about it. But I applaud the organization because it seems to me that they've got the right approach here by staying patient and not trying to rush into a quick fix.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. He's looking for whatever they have left in the tank. He said, I know it's been a hard-fought game, but now's not the time to leave anything in reserve. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I expect you to be going all out, full speed. Guys?
As you said with Orlando, they are prepared to take the bumps, and ultimately it's a model that has shown to have success in the past.
Orlando has thrown around big money in free agency before, and it really hasn't worked out for him.
Yeah, there's no guarantee just because you sign a free agent to a big-time contract that's going to produce wins for you. This front office is going to try and avoid that until the time is right and their young players are ready to embrace a potential future star.
Big-time bucket inside. He had to get that one over the top, and he did.
And in the face of a defender who was towering over him, too.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
You know, he wants to tinker a little bit, and he's taking the time to do so right here.
Yeah, I think you're right. He just didn't like some of the things he saw out there, a bit uncomfortable, and wanted to talk it over.
Kobe's checked in for Thomas. Outside for Jordan. And stolen by Irving. It's tipped. LeBron with it. Now Anthony defending. And LeBron James gets it to go. Now it's a 5-point San Antonio lead. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Spurs?
Boy, defensively, they've played with a high energy level, guys, and all the steals we've seen, really a result of that aggressiveness.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Robertson, he's checked in for Derrick Rose. Robertson drives in. And here's the intention. intentional foul, but you know, it's coming here at a very inopportune time.
Yeah, that's a bad play there. I mean, that can really cost you the game. You've got to be smart when you make those intentional fouls.
Here's Anthony. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfectly.
3 from Robertson. And the rebound goes to Duncan.
Tough three-point try there with a hand in his face.
Boy, you'd be lucky to make that one against great defense.
To take the lead. And it's Orlando with another.
He's such a clutch shooter, Kevin. He just lives for the big shot.
Robertson drives in. To stop the run. Here's Russell. It's good from in time. Russell's got it all tied up now for the Spurs.
Boy, the deeper we get into this game, the more offense we're seeing.
And that goes for both teams, Steve. Everybody firing on all cylinders right now.
He drops the first one, and that gives them the lead. And Anthony Davis is checked in for Russell. Orlando also making some changes. Baylor comes in for Carmelo Anthony.
Is it tough to stop LeBron right now?
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They trail by 1. 52 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Anthony's checked in for Orlando. Jordan comes in for Isaiah Thomas. 52 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Jordan again, serving. The drive by Jordan. Here's Anthony. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Major defensive lapse right there. And he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Robertson passes to LeBron. Clock at 6. Here's Irving. Abdul-Jabbar dishes to Davis. And the shot clock expires. Great D to stop him cold. Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They trail by 1. There's 14 seconds left in the 4th. What do you think, guys?
No need to rush things, although I think you do want to get a shot off in time to the point where if you miss it, you got a shot at an offensive rebound.
Well, if you got a play in your quiver that gets you a good shot, one you've been saving all game, now's the time to use it.
And the Spurs making a change here. Pippen again. It's Jordan. Duncan with the screen for Jordan. Robertson drives in. Amazing hops, exploding to the buckets.
Kevin, you don't expect to see that coming from the point guard position.
No way.
Boy, he elevated that size. That's impressive.
And so it's San Antonio who's straight by with the win. Well, they don't get much more exciting than that, Clark.
They sure don't. And when it was gut check time, this team kept their composure, kept their emotions in check, and got it done.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Doris, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan Player of the Game, Oscar Robertson.